Since his first featured level in 2020, Presta has made some of the most iconic levels lately, like the popular List Demon Congregation and the fun and friendly Easy Demon Vogue. My favorite Presta level has gotta be Mars Is Our Home though, because of how strong the level's central themes and progression are. It begins by having the player jump on floating asteroids synced to the piano notes and vocals in the song, which is Ghosts by Luckhash. It's a very strong start to the level, as it immediately introduces us to its space scene, with both the asteroids and the subtle background stars that become more important later on. I love the way the asteroids float because their movement doesn't change when the player jumps on them, no matter the force. This connects very strongly to the lyrics in the song, which describe feelings of helplessness and ineffectualness. Another great link to the lyrics in this part is the way it ends, when the lyrics say, "Maybe I'm going down, 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 down." The player struggles to jump up while being dragged down by gravity, connecting both to the present themes and the literal words in the song. This part isn't perfect though, and I think it has issues, the main one being the jump indicators and arrows in the part. All they do is fill in space that doesn't need to be filled, while not fitting in with any other decoration. They also remove the potential feeling that comes from jumping from asteroid to asteroid without knowing exactly where to land. The next part is pretty similar to the first, but the blocks and air decoration change to reflect the added drum and bass in the song. They evoke a similar feeling to the music, and aid the level's general progression of speeding up. The first part is in 1 speed, the second in 2 times, and I think you can fill in the blanks. The air decoration is also less of an issue here as it is in the first part, because it fits more with the block design and structure, and it can be hard to tell where to jump on slopes in the ballgame mode sometimes. The third part is the weakest part of the level in my opinion, but it isn't bad by any means. The gameplay is well done, it's fun, but it also reflects the themes of quote ups and downs and highs and lows in the song, through robot jumps, red orbs, and teleport portals. Because of this, there's a lot of variation in the player's Y position too, which adds to this feeling. I'm mixed on the blocks in this part. They fit the space theme and the structuring and designs are interesting, but they're a bit flashy and they don't connect to the song much. The flashes aren't too much of an issue though, since their brightness doesn't vary and they don't take up too much of the screen. I don't really like the glowy squares in the background of the blocks though, because I just don't like how they look, and they don't really connect with the song either. The stars from the previous parts are still there and thematically relevant as ever, but the issue I have with them is their movement. While they move slightly, I think it would make much more sense thematically if they were locked to the player's X position and moved to the left a little bit to create the illusion of distance. While it sounds like a small issue, I think it really would have added a lot to the level's immersion and even more so to the level's climax, which is the next and last part. The speed changes to 4 times and massive stars close into the player, but they phase through them. It's hard for me to describe why I like this part intellectually because most of my love for it comes from the feelings it evokes alongside with the song, and so I think I'll just let it play before talking about it. The part takes everything from the level and combines it into a beautiful and intense mess. I feel the way I do about the stars in the earlier parts because the impact would have been even greater if they didn't move as much before. I will say though that they're cleverly hinted at with the stars in the 3 speed part that have similar structure. If those stars had moved more than the other ones, I think it would have made more sense and added to the progression of the level. Overall, Mars Is Our Home is a great example of progression, tying a level's themes to its song's lyrics, and just matching the song on a musical level generally. The progression is emphasized in how each part speeds up after the last, and how the stars in the whole level come towards the player at the climax. The level is entwined with the song for most of its duration, connecting to its wider themes, specific lyrics, and the feelings evoked by the instruments. I highly recommend playing or watching it and supporting Presta. I have linked his channel and his showcase of the level in the description. Thanks for watching this review of it.